Welcome, welcome, my friend. We're going to be making vellum garden lilies today. So let's flip the screen and let's have some fun. So this is what we're going to create, these beautiful florals. The garden lilies in vellum. These are super quick, super easy flowers. These haven't been coloured, and don't they just look stunning? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use some vellum. Now I'm using 180 GSM vellum, so it's nice and rigid. It's a real good solid strength of vellum, and I've stamped and heat embossed in white. Now, what I've used, many people, I don't know about you, but sometimes it's like, which white ink works really well? I don't know about you, but sometimes I've experienced the white flaking off my images on vellum. And what I would say to you is, if you're experiencing that, is use a really good embossing powder. So I've used this one from Ranger, and I've used the Versacolor pigment ink pad. So I stamped in this, added this, and heat embossed. And sometimes it just needs to be some newer embossing powder. If your embossing powder is old and it's maybe got a bit damp, then that will flake as well. One of my other favourites, when they used to be available, was the Colour Box. Now you can see this has been a well-loved one. It's got ink in it from stamping, which is something else I want to share with you. If you're getting colour onto your white pads, then I discovered that although I thought my stamp was clean, it actually wasn't. So I'd been stamping in a pink when I created these beautiful lilies. These are created in paper, and I'll add the link to the description so that you can see how to create these as well. And then I cleaned it with a baby wipe. But what I discovered was I was still having some colour residue there. So a top tip for you is, before you actually stamp those images, get some of your StazOn all-purpose stamp cleaner and just run it over your stamp like so, and you see some of the colours already transferred. So I give that a wipe off like so, and it's gone. And I'm just using a kitchen roll or a bathroom paper, toilet paper, that kind of thing. And then I'm just going to come in and clean my stamp. And you can see, look how much colour I'm getting off. And this is what was transferring into my white ink. So even though you think it might be clean, and it perfectly is if you're using inks, so you could have stamped this in blue or green, and it wouldn't have shown. But because I was wanting to use it for heat embossing, then I just like to clean my stamp first with the StazOn. And you see all this colour has come off. Right, so I hope that's really helpful for you, my friend. If you're experiencing, like me, my white getting colour in it, then that might be something to try. Right, so we have stamped and heat embossed our image. What we're going to do is we're going to lay our coordinating die over the top. So I am using the Garden Lily stamp and die set, and I'm using this one for my larger flowers and my medium flowers, and this one for my smaller flowers. Now I'm not going to be using the mould that you can get for these flowers. We use those with the paper ones, but not with the vellum ones. So to make each flower, you will need 3 of the larger petals for the larger flower, 2 of these for the medium flower. In fact, actually, I've used 3 on that one. So you can use 2 or 3. So I did them in paper and just used 2, but you can use 3. And then for the smaller ones, so this is in white, this is clear, I'm just using 2. Okay, so we're going to run those through the die, take them down, run them through the die cutting machine. If you've got more than one set of dies, then you can run multiples through at the same time. I don't know about you, but I make a lot of flowers, so I do like to have those. Right, so we're going to work on the larger one and the smaller one. So we're going to create the white one and the pink one. Then I'll talk to you about the leaves, okay, because these are in paper, but you could absolutely do them in vellum. They'd look amazing. So this is how they are when we've die cut them. And what I'm going to do is we're going to turn them pink. Now, Liz, how do we turn them pink, you're going to say? What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my pen. So I'm using a Zig Marker, and I'm just going to colour on the back. So I'm using a pink. I'm using a deep, vibrant colour so that it shows through. If I used a very pale colour, you would see it, but it would be very pale on the other side. So it's always going to be lighter on the other side when you're looking through than it is on the back. Now I'm doing this after I've die cut because I don't want to get any ink on my plates of my die cutting machine. I mean, if you did die cut them, if you did colour them and then die cut them, what I would suggest is that you just add a little piece of copy paper over them so that it doesn't transfer to your plates, because once it's on the plates it'll go onto whatever you're going to die cut next, and I really don't want that for you, my friend. I know that I did it once, and it was frustrating. So we all learn our lessons, don't we? And it's awesome that we can share our tips as well. Okay, so we have our images all coloured, and what we're going to do now is we're going to shape them. So let's bring in our shaping mat and our piercing mat, and we're going to make the white one, the clear one, and the pink one. So I've already shaped those 2. So we're going to take the tool that has a slit in the middle. So a quilling tool kind of thing is what you're looking for. This is from the shaping tool set from Heartfelt Creations, and all we're going to do is bend that over and you'll see it curves. It's now got some shape to it, and we're going to do that to all of the petals like so. There we go. So I've done that to my pink ones. I'm going to do the same to my white ones. So friend, tell me, what flower do you love to create? What kind of tips and things would you like me to work on? Add some comments for me into the video. I love to be able to connect with you. Crafting together is so much fun. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to shape it. Now, if you've seen the video for the paper lilies, you'll see I tickled its tummy. So I did a circular motion in the center. I don't want to do that with these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to press down just at the top of each petal base. So just here, like so, and they all pop up to those petals. Okay, so it's just, I would, on the paper ones we would have done this, the circular motion. So if you think that's where I'm going to do a circle, I'm just going to come in at the top of that circle and push down. And I am using 2 mats. If you don't have 2 shaping mats, then you can fold it in half and get some depth. The reason why I'm doing that is because it brings up those petals beautifully. The harder you push, the more they'll come up as well. Okay, so then we're going to take our piercing tool, because we're going to put some stamens in. Now, the large one, I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in, and the smaller one, we're going to put 3 in. And I'm going to be using these stamens today. You can use any of stamens. These are wired ones, but if you've got some that you really love that are on threads, then you can absolutely use those as well. And I am just going to put a hole in the middle and push this along my tool to where I think I'm going to be able to get my wires through. Okay. I don't know about you, but these have been one of my favourite flowers to create with, because creating them in vellum is just super quick and super easy. I mean, these would look great in yellows. You could do variegated colours. You could have yellow in the centre, pink on the outside. But the fact that you can do these white ones with a colour just makes it really quick. Okay, so we're going to just take our stamens. Remember, I've got 5 of them for this one. I'm going to splay them out like so. There we go. Put that one over there. And then I'm going to come in with my hot glue, add some to the back, and then pull those through like so. And then I'm going to do the same again and add my last one. And we'll have that one there. And then just to finish it off, we're going to add some hot glue to the back. So you can see that the vellum is absolutely stunning. It's a way, I don't know about you, but I really love to get the most out of my crafty goodies. And to be able to create flowers that are the same but different really maximizes my crafty stash. I'm wondering what they would look like in foam, so let me know if you'd like to see me do some with the foam. There we go, and that's the white one all done. So if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's lots more videos to come. Show you this. This is a project that I did some time ago, using these vellums and the leaves. So the leaves we stamped in leaf green and coloured in leaf green, and we did shape them in the mould. So you can see how those are shaped. And You could do them in vellum as well, but I don't know about you, but I quite like the contrast of the paper and the vellum together. Okay, so if you haven't already, make sure to check out the tutorial on the paper flowers. And there is a project using those paper flowers. So we created a box with those. Don't they look amazing on the top there like that? Right. It's been great to craft with you again today, my friend. Thank you for joining me. I really love spending time with you, and I really appreciate you clicking play and subscribing and following me. Friend, have an amazing rest of your day. Happy crafting, and I will see you again soon. Bye.